All right,
Yeah!
let's get it, baby.
Liam. 1, 2, 3. Jet.
J
E
E.
E T S. Jet.
We were off to a great start.
This is great.
Oh man, we did the best we could.
We
Ladies
did.
and gentlemen, welcome to the Everything NYJ podcast, Victory Monday edition. I am, as always, your host Liam, and ladies and gentlemen, we are joined by a very special guest, a celebrity, the man, the myth, the legend,
I guess
Italy
so.
Jet.
What's going on? What's going on? I'm
How
here
you
every
doing, my
week,
friend?
buddy. What's
Yeah,
up? How are you?
you're everywhere. You're also everywhere every week. You're everywhere.
I'm everywhere. Hey, we got gotta make things happen, right?
Absolutely,
Gotta
man.
make things happen.
So, Gino, how
How are
you
you?
feeling on this Victory Monday?
I thought I would have a lot to complain about, and I'm not really complaining. Shockingly,
Yeah,
I'm not complaining. I thought
I
I would be
agree.
complaining about more, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know. What do you think? What are you thinking right now?
I kind of agree. Like I left this game kind of feeling a little. I felt positive leaving this game. We have let's say what's up to the chat real quick. We have Abby Fresh. Let's go Jets. We have our good friend Matthias Simon. Jets Jets as we butchered it at the intro of the show. Matthias always has us covered. Abby, Matthias, everybody else in the chat, welcome to the Everything NYJ podcast, Victory
Victory
Monday
Monday.
edition. Did you see
Love it.
the meme that the Jets put out? What is today, October 3rd? It's Victory Monday. I love it, baby.
I mean, that's what you want. That's what you want. It's what you want to hear.
Absolutely,
It's
man.
what you want to see. And you know what? It's getting to that point where, like, if we go 3-2, we can make some serious noise in our
Yeah,
division.
we are 2-2 for the first time since 2015. Vinnie and the Jets, what's going on, my friend? All right, so oh yeah, Abby Fresh. Abby, we kind of owe you an apology. I
Yeah.
owe you,
I said something to her yesterday.
Abby, I
I
owe
gave
you
her
an
an apology.
apology.
Yeah.
Abby
But
really kind of predicted the Joyner game, and you're absolutely right. I was ready to write Joyner off, and like I didn't know if you were just screwing with us or not. Oh man. So,
yeah.
so before we really get into this is obviously going to be the Jets Steelers recap review video. Obviously, the Jets beat the Steelers 24-20. But before we get into the video, I just wanted to mention, you guys know the drill by now. You could follow us on all social media platforms at Everything NYJ. We'll follow you back, as you can see on the graphic right there. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and obviously YouTube. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. That never hurt anybody. If you guys really like this video and you want to see more of our content, that little red rectangle on the bottom that says subscribe, that really helps us out. It helps bring wonderful guests on. It helps the YouTube algorithm. It helps a lot of things. It's a very positive thing. If you guys like positivity, then click it. Abby, you did. You did tell us. You absolutely did, and I owe you an apology. Hey, listen, I wanted to be wrong. Like let's talk
Me
about
too.
Joyner. Let's start off with the defense a little. Joyner, two interceptions. Who would have
Right.
thought going in, dude, if you would have told me, Friday night that going into the game on Sunday that Joyner had two interceptions, I probably would have yelled at you. I
Yeah.
mean, I probably would
You
have.
would.
Yeah, I absolutely would have. And then I'd be apologizing to you, I'd be apologizing to Abby, I'd be apologizing to everybody.
I agree. I agree.
So, what are your our safeties were actually a bright spot. Yeah, I mean, I don't know who would have thought that, a couple of weeks ago, but our safeties were a bright spot. What do you think about Joyner and Whitehead?
You know, I still think there's a lot of work to do on the safety position, but overall, I am very. I mean, Whitehead had an interception. Carter had an interception as well. Um, he just. I mean, it's just one of those games where it's like he just came out. He had a good game. He came out and he balled out just like Whitehead. And I hope he keeps it up. We're facing against a very good Dolphins team coming in without Tua. It's gonna be Teddy.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so I think it's one of those things where if Joyner can keep it up, hey, I will be back on the Joyner train. I have
Yeah,
no
man, I
problem
didn't want
being
to
back
jump
on the
off.
Joyner train.
I didn't want to
Yes,
jump
I
off.
jumped
I
off.
wanted him to succeed. I did.
I, I, I have an apology to Joyner. I have an apology for his defense. I have an apology for the defense alone. I have no apologies for
Ulbrich.
the offense. Ulbrich, give me one more week with Ulbrich. I don't like the
Yeah.
in and out. I still don't like the switching in and out. I still
Yeah.
don't like that.
Yeah. Matthias says it perfect. I hope the safeties keep playing that way. Yeah, you and me both, man. You and me
Yeah.
both. Abby says I've always liked Joyner. I'm salty, just because he came off injury, because he has lost a step. But Joyner and Whitehead are very underrated, a very underrated safety tandem. Yeah, I mean, I agree. This weekend they looked the part. They looked like some professional NFL safeties out there. I mean, that's not to discredit. They have played very poor in the weeks past. But we're going over the Jets Steelers game right now, so we're gonna give them credit for what they did yesterday. Um, Abby says I don't think Ulbrich is bad. He just needs a linebacker. Yeah, I mean he needs more than just a linebacker. He needs some mental help. I think he's a little crazy out there, but
You
anyway,
think
man.
so?
Yeah, yeah. But anyway, the defense as a whole, they really looked way better. Michael Carter the second had an interception. Uh, the defense actually had four takeaways. We had the two from Joyner, we had one from Whitehead, and one from Michael Carter the second to really seal the game there. That was really a game-changing interception. Um, it's just, I think the defense, for the first time all season, we really got to see some complimentary football. What do you think?
It's I can predict things pretty good with TV shows, and I can predict things pretty good when it comes to sports in general. But with this game, I knew that this was going to come down to the wire. I thought this would be a much more high scoring game, in my opinion. And
Yep.
even though I knew the Pickett thing was going to come in, I knew he was going to be good.
You
I
called that.
knew
You did call.
Pickett was going to be good. He did have a couple interceptions. One of them wasn't his fault. The other one was definitely his fault. But
Yeah.
but Zach didn't look that great either. So he had moments where he really sucked. And he had moments where it was very clutch, calm,
Right. Yeah.
good under composure, and it's one of those things where now, where can he take it from there? Does he
Right.
continue
Right.
to
I
go
figured.
up, or
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, I figured we could get into the offense in a minute, but just to stick on the defense here, Quinn and Williams had a big sack. So what are you thinking about the defensive line?
I don't like the rotation still
Right.
with the defense still, but Herbig did pretty good. DJ Reed and the Sauce thing did really good this time. With the
Sauce looked the
tandem,
part, dude. Sauce really
he
did.
did. Hey,
And
Get Jermaine, baby,
yes,
Jermaine, look at
Jermaine
that,
Johnson.
look at that. You know,
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
then Dwayne might be coming back, but I think overall Wilson has definitely looked the part, and so is Quentin. Here we go. Here's Quentin. Ranks among an all IDL through 4 weeks. Look at that. Say it
Yeah.
all pro, baby. Let's keep it all pro. You know.
Yeah. Suit,
Look,
sign me
look,
up for
look, look.
that.
Yeah. I mean, look at this. When's the last time we saw Jets people do this?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
No, it's been a long time, dude. It's definitely been
I
a long
mean,
time.
look how happy these guys are. You just don't see it.
No, and like the good thing too I saw from Sauce is I
It's
can't
one of my
remember which
favorites.
receiver it was. Yes, that's a great one. That's a great one. Um, sticking to defense for a second with Sauce, I don't remember. It was late in the game. I think it was to set up that Michael Carter interception. He kind of baited the wide receiver in. That was just a veteran move right there. He
Right.
kind of he really I can't remember which wide receiver it was. I'm sorry about that, but like one of the wide receivers are running. Sauce kind of gave up coverage, let the guy almost catch it, and then he comes and whacks him. And that's a veteran move right there, man. That's stuff that you want to see. The defense, I don't have many complaints about. For the most part, man, they did their jobs. You can't really ask for anything more than four takeaways in a game. You can't ask for the safeties who have been stagnant and dead all year to finally come alive, out of the blue. Um, it was a great showing by the defense. It's great momentum, and this kind of puts us in a situation where we know what the defense is capable of now. There's no
Right.
excuse to go out there being in ranked 32nd in the league. This defense has talent. It's time that maybe it took them a couple weeks because I remember when Salah was in San Francisco, it took him. Vinny says I legit look like a coach tonight. Dude, I love this
Yeah,
windbreaker, man. I
yeah,
was
you
just
do.
telling Gino, here in New York, it's a little chilly out, so
Right,
Gino's
right.
leading us.
No, I'm not. I'm just trying to get this shit out of
Gino's just getting up and walking away.
the way. I'm
Yeah, man,
leaving.
dude. I bought this windbreaker at Dick's like last year, and I've been waiting to break it out. So I'm so glad I could finally wear it. It's so comfortable too. But like I was saying though, man, we know what this defense is capable of. We know that our Quan Alexander had that big hit. These guys could play physical. We have some dogs on this defense. This is what we've been talking about all off season long.
Right,
Why it took us 4 or 5 3 4 weeks to show it. That's
right.
for whatever reason. But like I was saying, when Salah was in San Francisco. I have
Mhm.
a friend who's a 49ers fan. He always used to say, it takes Salah's defense, 3 4 weeks to get going before they really show out to be that championship defense that he was known for in San Francisco.
Right,
So
right. I
it's
think
just
for yeah, yeah. I mean, I agree with you there, and I know Sherman. Sherman has been very active on social media when it comes to Coach Sala. He loves him,
yes, he has.
and
Yes,
and you're realizing now. Well, I've always been critical over, but I never give up on Sala yet. I just want to see him do. I just want to see him change things up on the defense because I know that he can get there. I really do think that he can get there, but there was just a lot of excuses, a lot of other things, holding people accountable. But man, you know what? I saw a different perspective on Sunday. Like these guys want to play for him. They want to win for
yeah.
him. Like
They really rallied around him.
I mean, look at this picture in the back. That's why I picked it. They really they love to play for this guy, and if we can keep that going, I mean, I'll be a happy guy. I will be a happy guy.
Lex Guy
Hopefully, it just
'06
keeps
says
getting
Happy
better.
Victory Monday. What's going on, Lex Guy '06?
Appreciate that, buddy.
Yeah, man.
Vinny, Abby, Matthias. Appreciate you guys.
Always. I like Salah's cover three, one safety high scheme. Yeah, that was good. But one thing
I
I
agree.
will notice though is we noticed that Quincy Williams wasn't out there yesterday. Like the linebacker without him, they did look a little weak. Um,
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is. It was probably the best defensive showing that we've had all year, and I think that's by far.
Yeah.
Second place, I guess, being the Ravens game week one. I think they looked pretty good. But yeah,
Right.
man, I've been waiting. Let's get into the freaking offense, man. Zach Gritty Wilson is back, baby. 18 for 36, 252 yards, one touchdown and two interceptions, and now he's walking away. Yeah, here we go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
He's been telling me to do that. I'm like, I hate the gritty dance. I hate it. Oh, I hate
Dude,
it.
I hate it. I hate it so much. I was talking shit about it last week on Twitter too. But when you see your quarterback doing it, I'm like, all right,
Why not?
he's having
Yeah, why
fun out
not?
there, man.
Right. I like that.
Exactly.
I like to have fun.
He does it a lot better. He does it better than Mac Jones,
And
Justin Jefferson
Gillespie.
too. Yeah,
And
Gillespie too.
Gillespie.
Yep.
Yeah, that was awful. It was so bad.
Abby Fresh says, I'm really watching Zach Wilson close this year. Hats off to him, though, because he closed it all out. Yeah, absolutely, man. He looked like the guy. It wasn't perfect. But, we didn't ask him to go out there and be perfect, dude. I mean, like, I'm going to. We talk about receipts on this show all the time. Dude, I had us losing 28-14. So
Yeah.
it was a lot closer. We were competitive to the end. And Zach Wilson, he did what a franchise quarterback does. The last 2 minutes of the fourth quarter, when it matters most, he came in, he delivered.
Mhm.
He had that one bad interception. He was missing some receivers. He was missing some of the easy throws. We saw him struggle with that last year. That one other interception, that really wasn't his fault. He had really no business to be looking at that safety, so you can't really
Right.
blame him on that one. The safety kind of got lost in the mix. He has all
Mhm.
these big ass linebackers, so the linemen to look over too. So that's not really on him. That's something that he's gonna have to learn for. And he even said in his press conference, he goes, it was an ugly win, but a win is a win, and that's all we could really ask for, being competitive, being 2-2, going through the AFC North. What more can you ask for, dude?
My issue is on the defense. Okay. And I agree with you, Liam. Well said. Why the hell was Shepard out there a lot?
I don't know, dude. Maybe Salah and Shepard are, for each other in the class. I don't know. They love Shepard for some reason. I don't get it.
I
You know,
want to see
fun
more
fact.
of Clemens. I want to see more
Fun
Clemens.
fact: Nathan Shepard. You know, he was on that 1969 Super Bowl team too. He's been a Jet all these years. They love
What
Nathan Shepard. He has been a Jet for his entire since the Jets won a Super Bowl. I'm telling you, he's been on this team forever.
the hell are you
I don't know
talking about?
why, dude. He's been on the team forever. It feels like it's a
Oh,
couple years at this point.
yeah.
I don't
Oh,
understand what they see in Shepard. Yeah,
I don't either.
Abby Fresh has never been a Nathan Shepard fan. I don't think any of us have been Nathan Shepard fans, but Sawa was a Nathan Shepard fan. Gase was a Nathan Shepard fan. You know, Jesus, man. It feels like he's been on the team since like the '60s. I don't know what's going on with this guy. He was a third round pick. I understand that, but
Right.
at some point you got to cut your losses. Really the only time he's out there, especially last year, he was committing a penalty. So he's nothing special. But whatever. I agree with you. I wanted to see a lot more of Michael Clemens than Nathan Shepard too.
Yeah,
Bryce
and JJ
Huff, dude. What about?
and JJ and Huff, very well. JJ is getting up there to be one of the best, and I love that. If we can
Yeah,
just
he's a
keep
rookie. He's only gonna get better.
we can keep getting Clemens and JJ and Huff in there, like I would love that. We need to do
There's
better
no
against the
reason.
run. We need to do better against the run, and we need to be better in the front. Like the short passes always kill us, but we're so good in the
Yeah,
second. That's the only thing I got. Quan with the
I
big
agree.
hit. Quan with the big hit. I got up on my seat and I was like, hell
Absolutely, man. There was no reason for Bryce Huff to be inactive all these weeks. He proved why he should be starting out there.
yeah. Agreed.
He
Couldn't agree
definitely
more.
needs to be dressed each and every week. Michael Clemens looking like a dog. Since we've drafted him, I say it all the time, dude. I've been so high on him, and even on special teams, dude. He had a couple big hits on special teams yesterday. But yeah, so what is your overall take on the offense?
For me, Zach Wilson did not look good in the first half.
Oh, okay.
He was bloody awful. It was hard
Bloody
watching.
awful.
It
Really?
was hard watching. It was hard watching him. It was hard watching him. He did not impress me until the third and fourth quarter, especially the fourth quarter. He bounces back well, and I'll give that to him. But man, short passes. These short passes were just like way either behind him or in front of him. And then you would always throw the ball all the way up here. It's like I'm right here. I'm right here.
I know,
Don't
yeah,
throw it
but
up
like
here. Like
he got Tyler Conklin that way, and that caused obviously one of the interceptions. It hit Conklin in the hands, dude. Tyler Conklin, who's had a history of dropping balls, you got to catch those. If it hits you in the hands, you got to come down
not
with it, man.
used to. Conklin was never used to at a history dropping balls before he
On the
got
Jets, he has been.
yeah, on the Jets,
Yeah,
but the Vikings, he was fine. So it's like, what the
right,
hell's
right.
going on with him? But
I don't know.
at the same time though, the only thing that's going to work for beat up here is Corey Davis, and that proved it. Corey
Maybe
Davis was
Denzel
lights
Mims
out.
too.
Yeah, and Corey Davis was lights out. He was great. He was awesome this game, and I wanted them to get more involved. But then Elijah Moore, he did pretty good. But like that one play where he caught it, he went backwards instead of forwards. What
Oh,
are
I
you
know.
doing?
I know. He lost
Keep
5 yards. I
going.
said that. I said, yeah, he tried to go
Exactly.
around, and that's just a young mistake, dude. These young
I,
receivers, they're gonna learn from that, man.
I get that, but the Jets
It's
wide
it's
receivers,
frustrating to watch.
the Jets wide receivers and running backs, what they need to do is take advantage of the space. They didn't take advantage of the space. They would either catch it, and they would catch it, and they won't attack space. That's also was very frustrating. But also you could prove how Hall is so strong. Hall is so strong. He is
Oh,
so good.
absolutely,
And
absolutely. See,
Michael Carter has been doing good these last 3 weeks, but and I'm very happy for him. But Hall, man, he is a gem. He is just a
yeah,
gem.
rookie Brees Hall had the game-winning touchdown. He actually fumbled it too. He fumbled
Yeah,
in the end zone.
yeah,
Dude, I stood up and I cheered and I said, yeah, and then I sat back down. He said, oh no, dude.
yeah, right,
When I
right,
saw that ball come out, dude, it's just I saw like every game from like the last 10 years with the Jets just flash before my eyes, and I was
right.
like, dude, I was like almost shell shocked for a second. But dude, let's be honest though, man, they couldn't really get the running game going.
They
You know,
couldn't. And
no.
The Steelers are known for stopping the running game, so I wasn't shocked.
Yeah, Brees Hall, yeah, obviously 17 carries, 66 yards, and one touchdown. I don't have Michael Carter's numbers, but obviously Brees Hall was the better running back between the two. But yeah, man, I understand why they're running the ball so much. They're trying to protect Zach. They had Zach, lining up in shotgun. But it's so
Yeah,
hard when you have either, Brees Hall or Michael Carter standing right next to Zach. You know what's going to
yeah.
happen. The defense is reading it. Then he just goes like that. He hands it right off to them. And there goes that. It happens. We saw it far too often yesterday. But I mean, I get it. I wasn't trusting the running game to win the game for us, but I'm happy it did.
And also
But
happy about Max Mitchell. Thank God he's not going to be out the whole season. Hopefully he comes back in the next 6 to 10 weeks and it'll be okay. Hopefully after the bye. But I have a problem with I'm not really concerned about the O line though. I really am
well,
not. We have options.
real
We
quick
have
on
options though. We have options.
real quick on Max Mitchell though, obviously he was carted off the field. They are saying it's a non-season knee injury, a non-season ending knee injury. But like you said, he will be out for several weeks. So obviously you never want to see that because he was one of the bright spots on the offensive line. But here we have it right here. Rookie right tackle Max Mitchell knee is expected to miss multiple weeks, with injured reserve looming as a distinct possibility. He does not have a season-ending injury per Robert Saleh. Mitchell would be the fourth tackle on IR. Jesus Christ! All right, I'm not gonna go through all that, but you guys get the point here. Um, dude, Elijah Vera Tucker lining up on the left side. That surprised everybody. Robert Saleh even said, "Yeah, I kept a secret from you guys." The Steelers defense lined up, and they're like, "What the hell? Like he doesn't belong over here."
Yeah,
Would
well,
you? How do you
that
think?
was that was it. That was his beginning spot though, and then they moved
Yes.
him to right tackle. Going back to left tackle was awesome. I thought it was a great move. Herbig, great move by Coach Saleh. That was a great front four. Then Max Mitchell got injured. Then McDermott came in, and that frustrated a lot of people.
Oh,
But
dude, McDermott comes in and then he's ineligible man downfield. He costs us a penalty, and it's just like, dude,
yeah,
get his ass out of here. Like, I'd rather
right,
play without a tackle. Like, I
right,
think we'd be better off with a literal hole on that offensive line than having
yeah.
McDermott in there.
Okay, and also, what the hell's up with the tight ends? Are they non-existent? Do we not have tight ends or something? Because Conklin ain't
Well,
doing great. Uzama ain't even in the game half the time. He's only there for maybe moral support. And then you haven't played Rucker. He probably's on special teams or something. But we brought in
Cager was
guys
inactive.
at the time. I'm talking about Rucker and Uzama and Conklin. I'm not talking about Cager. But what
Yeah, well,
I'm
Cager was
saying is,
inactive, so no reason to.
it
Go ahead.
doesn't matter. It doesn't
All right, all
matter.
right, all right. We're not fighting tonight.
No, we can fight. I don't care. But the only thing about it is like we're paying these guys all this money. Why aren't we getting them involved? Conklin has been getting involved, but he drops the ball. He had maybe two
Yeah.
or three good plays, but like we need to get CJ Moore in there. And one more thing about the defense, I know I'm going back, but Lawson. If Lawson didn't get that penalty, let's be honest. If he didn't get that penalty, we probably would have been up by a couple scores. And
Well, we should.
Trubisky
Yeah,
would have stayed in the game. Trubisky would have stayed in the game, and Pickett wouldn't have to come in the game at all.
Well, I'm just glad that Zach banged both their moms.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
No, but dude, I didn't even notice CJ Uzuma out there. It's just when you
Yeah.
look back at Zach hitting the gritty, he was just right next to him, and I didn't even know he was out there.
And Barrios could have walked
Yeah,
that
dude,
in for a touchdown. He could have really
that's all
walked that
right.
in for a touchdown. I love the
He
trick
could.
plays. I that's what we needed. We needed trick plays in this game. It worked once. It did not work the second or third time, but it did work the
That's all
first
right.
time, which I'm really happy with. But honestly, I really wanted them to get Barrios more involved. We're paying him all this money. What we need
Yeah,
to get him more involved. Wilson
Garrett
only had a
Wilson.
couple catches. He only had a couple
Garrett Wilson
catches.
had an off game yesterday, though. That yesterday wasn't his day. I think he needs more chemistry with Zach.
And also, I mean, I thank God for Corey Davis. Oh my God,
Yeah.
without him, it would have been bad.
Abby says, "I'm just glad that we have some heavy hitting tight ends." Yeah, we do. Our tight ends they could hang with the best of them in terms of blocking and everything. I don't think we have any issues with their blocking. It's just, their catching is questionable. And then
Right.
Abby also says, I think we have maybe the best blocking tight end tandem. Yeah, exactly. At least top three. Yeah, I mean, I
I
agree with that.
agree with it. I agree with
Yeah,
it, but I agree with the blocking, but the catching and the catching needs to be better. Their routes are fine. They run great routes, but it's just
right,
the
right.
catching needs to be better and get Barrios
Yeah,
more
man.
involved.
Yeah, I would definitely like to see Braxton Berrios more involved too. I mean, at least he had that touchdown. The touchdown pass that was nice, man. Because it's I think that's starting to become the Jets' identity. Like they're the trick play guys. You never. As soon as you see an end in around, it's not really a true end in around. There's always some trickery coming involved with it. And I like that, man. It's some backyard. It's fun football. We have those one or two plays that are gonna make the highlight reel. It's gonna make
Yeah,
NFL's Twitter and their Instagram page every week. It's fun. And
right.
I can't think of besides last year. When's the last time we had some nice trick plays? It's been a long. The only trick
Last
play
year
that
we
really
did.
sticks out to me. Yeah, last year we had a lot, but I think back to I think it was 2020 when the Jets played Cleveland, and Braxton Berrios, no, Crowder threw it to Barrios. That's really the only trick play I
Uh,
remember, and that was a touchdown. I don't, that just stands out to me for some reason. Um, obviously Jamison Crowder no longer a Jet, but he has a bad knee injury. I think it's season ending. So I've always liked Crowder, man. I've been a Crowder fan, so I want to see him get better. But yeah, man. So it's just
the
what's up?
whole line. Out of these three, who would you pick at O line now? Since Max is out, what would you do?
Dwayne Brown, just because we paid him and he's been
Okay.
very solid for the last couple of years, and that's easy for me, man.
Okay.
Um, it's just really unfortunate. Max Mitchell, he was starting to have a kind of like a breakout year. He really came on. Gino, I remember standing in the hotel with you, going into week one, and we were honestly concerned about having Max Mitchell starting, were we not?
No, I don't
A
remember.
little bit, yes, we were. A little. We were like, oh, it
Me?
was it was more of like an unknown, like we were concerned because we didn't know what he can do.
Yeah, but I'm always that kind of guy. Like next guy up. I mean, the next guy up's got to do something.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
But yeah, obviously, yeah, exactly. I was just gonna get to that comment. I'm fine with Remmers. Yeah, would you like? I guess I'll ask the question you had. Out of those three, who are you picking?
I'm kind of. I kind of want to see what Dwayne Brown's got. But I also wouldn't mind Remmers. Remmers is a Super Bowl champion.
Yeah,
He just like Dwayne Brown. You need those type of guys in there. So I wouldn't mind if they did like Vera Tucker and Remmers on the right side, and then have Lakin and Vera Lakin on the left side, Vera Tucker on the right with Remmers, and on the left you have Dwayne Brown and Lakin Tomlinson. Lakin Tomlinson did not look good this game. Like I'm very
no,
concerned with Lakin Tomlinson.
I
I'm
am too.
scared. I'm scared now. I'm gonna admit that I'm scared to see what he does against Miami. He had a good game, and now it's
Right.
just like, what is going on with him? So,
Yeah. Yeah. No, it definitely is a concern. Abby Fresh says, I think Fant just doesn't want to play. What do you think? What are your? I mean, obviously he's banged up, dude. But like, I mean, can you blame him if he doesn't want to play for this team? I mean, like, how many times are we gonna go back and forth with him? Like I don't blame him. I mean, AVT did it yesterday, and there was no complaints from him. AVT, dude, he's gonna be a freaking staple on this offensive line for years to come. He might even be reaching Pro Bowl status soon.
AVT and Max Mitchell are the future of the New York Jets, hands down.
Right. I mean, obviously, there's still a lot of work to do. But what are your thoughts on Fant? Obviously, we didn't. Obviously, he was out. But what do you think? Do you think he just doesn't want to play
He
for us anymore?
he ain't gonna be on this team next year. I think he's checked out. I think he's done. It's unfortunate. I hope I'm wrong, but it just doesn't look like he just wants to play.
Right.
But I understand though with Zach Wilson too, with Fant because they have both bad injuries along with Becton. I get that you
Yeah.
probably don't want to play because of those injuries. This is the first time Zach Wilson's 100% because he wasn't 100% last year coming back. He was like 75, 80%. He even admitted that. So it's
Right.
one
Right.
of those things where with Becton, with the weight issues, and then Fant just re-injured it way too quick. I thought it was way too soon to bring him back. So
Right.
it just sucks. It sucks because
Yeah. No.
he
Yeah. It
like
does.
when he does come back, if he comes back, it's going to be very interesting to see if he even wants to play or not.
Yeah. I mean, if he doesn't want to play, then we're gonna have to get him out of there. It's as simple as that. Uh, right now we're establishing the culture of players that want to be here. But I think the Jets definitely on both sides of the ball, they left points up there. The stupid penalties really, they changed the game. It should have been 13-3 going into halftime, but instead it was like 10-6.
Right.
So, it's just it wasn't a perfect win. And then you have guys like Mika Fitzpatrick saying that he knows that they're better than us.
Oh man, I'm so glad you brought that up. I think I have it here. Yeah, I have it here.
Okay.
I was like, what are you? I was so mad, but then again, I'm like, we just gotta prove ourselves.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
here we go.
Yep. It's frustrating losing to people that you know you're better than. Come on, bro. It's like really
Slow
like
down.
you weren't. And
Slow
the last
down.
time we played the Steelers, we beat them too.
Exactly.
It's just like that's the kind of shit I don't like, man. Like, screw
Me
him.
too.
That's why Zach banged his mom too. You know. Oh man.
Jeez, man, that's funny as hell. Though.
Yeah. Well,
Listen,
it's
listen.
true, man.
It's true. My overall view of this game, Zach Wilson did terrible in the first and second quarter, but he
No, he
came
didn't do
out to.
terrible, dude.
In my opinion, he did. In my opinion, he did terrible. Coming from the third and fourth quarter, he showed that he could bounce back, and he showed that he could be taking the next step. I love this press conference. I love when Zach Wilson speaks. I do. He speaks
Yes.
very well in his press conference.
Yes.
I love the connection he's got with Corey Davis. Tight ends need to get their crap together. I hope Michael Carter bounces back. Hall did good. Wide receivers did good. Wilson was off, but I he just got to grow more chemistry. O line, we have options at O line now.
Yeah, we do.
I really do think we have options at O line, so I'm not really as concerned. So I hope we figure that out. On the defensive line, Quentin Williams, man, he is such a beast. Keep him in. He was everywhere. He was
Yes.
everywhere. I
No,
love
yeah,
it.
you're absolutely
Lawson,
right.
Lawson, Lawson, Lawson. He needs to step up. He has not been the same. He has not been the same. He's not good right now. He needs to step it up next week. Clemens
Yeah,
and
dude.
JJ, Clemens and JJ and Huff are doing just fine. They need to keep doing what they're doing. I don't know why they keep putting JFM on the left side. Keep them in the middle. I know Rankins is doing very well, and I get that. Rankins is doing well. I'm very happy for him. Kawan's doing great. Mosley was all over the field. Najee Harris, I mean, what are you going to get with him, right? He's just there.
He's a stud, dude. Najee Harris, I expected some big runs from him. I really did. It's just, I think the defensive line, they did the best they could. Considering where they were a couple weeks ago to where they are now, dude, it was leaps and bounds. I get it. It's not the early, it's not the 2000, 10 or even later on Steelers, and now with Big Ben and um, you know, it's now with Santonio Holmes and Le'Veon Bell and Antonio Brown and those huge playmakers that are obviously gone, but you can only play who's on your schedule, man. That's the way I look at it. How many times have we been beaten by a second and third string quarterback? It's happened to us a million times. So we
And
came out there.
then, yeah, I agree. I agree with you. And then corners, Carter did really well. Super happy for Michael Carter with the interception.
Yep.
Gardner is always good. Always good. I love it. Reed,
He's getting better and better.
M2 are such a good duo. I freaking love it. I love Eccles. I love Carter. And then Joyner. Hey, man, we've been riding him off. I apologize, Joyner, if you're watching this. I doubt it. But man, I apologize to you. I hope you continue to do well. And then Whitehead, finally, you stepped up. Finally. It's about
Yeah.
time. I hope he continues to do well. Zerline, you freak me out. Every time you do a kick, I'm going to do
Yeah,
that.
dude. I was scared too.
I'm gonna be doing that the rest of the season with him. I just know what he's capable of, and he made it. Thank God. Special teams did good. Very proud of special teams. Did pretty good. Happy for him, and hopefully we'll just continue to get better.
Dude, what really pissed me off badly?
What pissed
Dude,
off? What pissed off?
that stupid false start penalty on Michael Carter.
Dude, yeah. Like, what
His
was
heels
that?
came up.
Yeah.
Come on.
So what?
You gonna
So
call
what?
that?
Right.
Maybe it's just stretching. Maybe he had a little cramp. Come on,
Right.
man. That should not have been a penalty. That really pissed me off, actually.
I agree.
Some
I
of the
agree.
penalties that they called were just stupid. They had a really bad one on C.J. Mosley that it shouldn't have been called, and I mean, it is what it is. The Jets got some lucky
No,
calls too, I guess.
no, the CJ Mosley one I thought was legit. There's no reason Mosley needed to do that. There's no
Right.
reason.
And then who
Now,
had that roughing? Was that JFM with the roughing the passer?
that was questionable to me. But
Yeah.
the Carter one was questionable to me, and JFM was questionable. Mosley deserved that penalty and lost and needed to get his bell rung on that.
Yeah.
That's just me.
You
That's
know.
just me though.
But I mean, it's a learning experience. From this defense out there, they didn't look like they were ranked last in the league. You know,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
but like I said, the Steelers, they're not a really good team right now. So it's like let's go out there, impress me against Miami. Miami seems like a juggernaut right now. Obviously, Tua is not out there, and prayers up to Tua, man. Like I don't want to see any
I
players get
really,
injured.
me too. Me too. Me
Like
too.
I'm not a huge Tua fan, but like you never want to see that, man. He
Never.
seems
And
like a really nice guy.
exactly, exactly. I wish nothing but the best for him. Roll Tide, baby. And also, it's Teddy Bridgewater. Teddy Bridgewater is not like people. I think Teddy Bridgewater is underrated. He goes into every
Yes.
single team. He goes into every single team that he has been, especially with the Saints. Rankins was talking about this in his press conference that he is good buds with Teddy, and people should be a little bit afraid of him because he can fit in any system. He goes out there and he
Yes.
is he will
He's
fit in that role.
serviceable.
Exactly.
He's he,
I'm
he's everything
I
you want from a backup quarterback. He's like
exactly.
your ideal backup quarterback. He's a plug and play guy. He could really come into any system. Dude, he beat us with the Broncos 26-0 last year. So it's like we
I
do have to account for him. He has the potential to be a starting quarterback in the league, which is scary. Um,
I agree.
dude, I want to go out. I want to put. I mean, obviously, Friday night we're gonna do our predictions video
Preview.
for the Jets versus
Right,
Dolphins game.
right.
But I want to see Sauce shut down Tyreek Hill,
Be awesome. I love, dude. They're gonna
or
talk
maybe
so
even
much
Waddle.
smack to each other. They're gonna talk so much smack to each other. I love it. I cannot wait for this game. I'll be having my popcorn, feeding me, baby. I am excited about this game. This is gonna be a turning point game. Steelers was already a big turning point. But if we can win against the Dolphins and the Bills lose, and then the
I mean,
Patriots
first
lose,
place.
we'd be in first place. When's the last time we said that?
I know. I wish I could tell you. Maybe 2015. I wish I could tell you, man. It's
Something like that.
super exciting though. So what do we have?
Something like that.
We have a comment. I don't think he will survive our pressure because we are a whole lot better on the edge now. Yeah, dude, we are a lot better on the edge now. But we gotta come in each and every week and do it. Go out there and prove it alone. Prove that this wasn't a fluke win because, like I said, and I don't. I'm sorry.
Yeah, say
SOJ,
it.
same old Jets, because we have this great win. We saw it. We saw it this year. We saw it firsthand. They go out there. They have this lucky win. I don't think the Steelers win was really considered lucky. I think that was our franchise
I know.
quarterback stepping up.
I agree.
You know, we can't go out next week and lay a dud. This has to be a building block. It can't be one step forward and five steps back. And that's what the same old Jets is. That's what we're talking about when we say same old Jets. Let Zach keep growing, man. He looked a lot more comfortable, especially in the second half. Like you said, he was shaking off some rust. I don't think he came as advertised. That's kind of what I was expecting from him. I really thought that because he went 172 passes without an interception. That's pretty impressive, dude. He had the two bad ones yesterday, but let's just cut back on those interceptions. The one obviously is not his fault, but there's a couple plays he wishes he could have back.
I
Um,
agree.
I, I just want to see substantial growth from him throughout the season. Cutting down on interceptions and raising his touchdown numbers. That would be one of them. I think our corners need to be very physical with Waddle and Hill, regardless. And that's our strength. Yeah, our corners are our strength. And I think, and DJ Reed, dude, he's such a vocal leader. He's breaking down every huddle for the Jets on defense. You hear him in the locker room. He always has something to say. That's
Right.
the veteran leadership that we signed up for, man. That's what we need these veterans to be doing.
I agree. I agree. Victory Monday, ladies and gentlemen. I'm super excited. Man, I'm happy. Still more work to be done. There's always something that we can do. I'm super excited, man. Oh,
But we take them when we get them, man. So far we've had two. We're 2-2, man. That's
that's
what I
great.
asked for. Let's
That's
let's stay
great.
around 500. because let's be honest. I mean, the schedule's gonna be getting very difficult. We have the Dolphins, who are no joke this year. We have Green Bay. We have the Bills, and then we have the Patriots. So
And the Broncos too.
the Broncos. Yeah, yeah. I mean, so we got to hang around 500 if we want to be competing in December for a meaningful game. I think we can do it so far, man. This team, it does have a different feel to it. It's like they do have the stupid bonehead plays and penalties and mistakes, but we find a way to come back at the end, man, and that's all that you could really ask for.
Agreed. Agreed, man.
You know?
I mean,
So
amen.
yeah. So I think that's gonna wrap it up, right? So do you have anything
Yes,
else you want
sir.
to add to it? I want to thank
Go Jets, baby.
Abby and Matthias and everybody else for your comments. They're definitely appreciated. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and we're gonna enjoy this Victory Monday. We're gonna enjoy Victory Week. We're gonna talk to you guys Wednesday with the Everything NYJ podcast. We have a very special guest coming on. Gino Hollywood Jet, Italy Jet's gonna plug himself. I love giving him crap for it, man. He knows
I love
it's
it.
all love. It's
That's
all
all
love.
love. I gotta
But
plug myself.
all right, ladies and gentlemen. So Jets win 24-20. Enjoy this good feeling. Let's hold that momentum. If you could get out to MetLife, I won't be going. I could, but I'm not going to another game this season by choice. But if you guys can get out to MetLife, be loud. Bang the seats. We're gonna hit one more gritty. There it is. Oh man, much more of those to come. Every Victory Monday, Gino's doing a gritty from here on out.
I hope not. Well, the gritty part. The gritty part.
Yeah, no. We hope for many more Victory Mondays. So
Yeah,
yeah, man,
baby.
let's keep the positive energy going. Positive vibes only. Receipts, all gas, no break. 60%. I think that's all Salah has said. All right, ladies and gentlemen, have a good night. Victory Monday. Enjoy it. Peace out.